Wow. Oh man, this looks cool. I mean, really cool. I mean, really, really cool. Oh, hey guys. I'm looking through some information for Hannah. You see, she's got a couple of great opportunities lined up for her summer break. The hard part's gonna be figuring out which one she should choose. Have you ever had two really great options, but you couldn't decide which one was best? Well, I say better to have two great options than none at all, right? But I should probably go show Hannah all the cool stuff I found. I know she's gonna be excited. What are you doing?
Oh, righty. I'm just recovering from the scare of my life.
Oh,
Oh, this hideous beast almost attacked me.
ha ha. Very, very funny. Okay, look, have you seen Hannah?
No, I have not seen Hannah. I've been busy creating my crime scene.
What are you doing, by the way?
You like it? Huh?
Like what?
A crime scene. I'm developing it for my party tonight. I have a little party. Don't you remember these things? It's like we're not even best friends sometimes.
Are you being Professor Plum again?
Yes.
But aren't you hosting this party at your house? You have a home.
You know the reason why I can't do that. Skip's always having parties.
Oh.
And today it's some newscast from some other TV station that he's way into right now. And supposedly you can only go if you're a TV news presenter. Well, I can tell you what that party is.
Yeah?
It's a party full of fake news.
Oh, good. Hannah, come here. Look, hey. You're going to love this.
What?
I knew you were going to be excited.
Oh.
Look at this email
Wow.
I got today. What do you think?
Wow.
See?
Yeah, I
Don't touch the couch. It's a crime scene.
Hey.
Yeah, do I get to be like the dead guy in like the mystery scene? Like check out my impression of like a dying cockroach. I had some bad gas station sushi. It feels like I'm gonna blow up.
Hey, I thought you'd be more excited about this.
Well, I mean, I am, but Uncle Herman, look at the email I got today.
Oh.
Hold on one second.
I got the internship at INOTech.
Huh.
I got it, Rusty.
Let's take a look. Wow, that pays a lot more than what you pay me. But no surprise there, Dr. Herman.
Yikes.
Yeah, me too. I got my rights. I'm a roach.
You live in my wall. You don't even work here, and you. Yeah, maybe I would pay you more if, you actually did work instead of this.
Well, I thought we'd get paid a lot more money working for a doctor's office.
It's not I told you, we don't see patients.
Some doctor you are.
Oh. Look, Hannah, here's the thing. I thought you wanted to go on a missions trip.
Well, I do, and it's a great opportunity and all, but, I mean, how can you pass up an internship at INOTech?
Well, I mean, I know it's a big deal. Look, well, here's the good news. You don't have to decide right now. You know what I would do? I would pray about it. Yeah, I think that'll help you. And Rusty, clean this up.
Hey. What? What?
Oh, lass. Pray about it. You don't need to pray about it. What are you talking about? Right? Look at this thing right here. That's a noggin. God gave you everything you need right there to make a decision.
I mean, I guess. What do you think I should do?
Oh, I'll tell you what I do. I think you should use the head that God gave you, right?
Yeah, or antennae.
What do you want me to do?
You can taste with those things.
What should I do?
Well, you could make a pros and cons list. It's like the miracle worker of making decisions. Yeah, I mean, that should solve pretty much any problem you have.
Pros and cons list. I mean, I guess I could give it a try.
That's it.
Okay.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna go grab my easel and my paper.
Okay.
Don't sit on the crime scene! Sorry. Ruin everything I did around here.
Okay, so how is this gonna help me again?
Oh, right, okay. I got to explain this again. Okay, Hannah, right? This is a pros and cons list.
I know what a pros and cons list is.
Pros mean good things, cons mean bad things.
Right.
Right? We're gonna write pros and cons about
Okay.
the internship.
Okay. Oh, can I help?
No, You're a victim. You're supposed to be dead.
Oh.
All right. Let's start. Pros to the internship.
Yeah, pros to internship. I get paid,
All right, paid.
right? I get to work at a big company.
Big company.
Good college credit.
College credit.
College seat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. It would look good on my resume.
All right, resume.
Right. It would help me get hired at a big company one day. Job, like a good job,
Yeah, job.
I mean.
Yeah, and don't they have like an all-you-can-eat like froyo bar there? It's like I've been begging Herman to build it up here like for years.
There you go. Froyo.
All my life.
Right. That's a good one.
Pretty good.
That's a good one.
All
Okay,
right.
pros of the mission trip.
Right.
Oh, you get to help people.
Ethel, you are dead.
Okay, pros of the mission trip. There's
Right, all right. Maybe it'll be easier if we write the cons of the mission trip, right?
Con.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, I can start it off.
Okay.
Horrible diarrhea.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Intestinal worms. It's hot.
Wow. Some intense things.
You don't get paid. No money.
Yeah, and aren't there like bugs there and stuff like that? Like, ugh, bugs. What, I got some on my face? What's up?
I don't know. It looks like our decision's pretty much made up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what are you doing? What's this?
Well, I'm dead. We're gonna happen again?
Ethel, you're not supposed to say anything.
Well, then what was with that candlestick earlier?
$39 on a Professor Plum outfit, and that's ruined.
Rusty's helping me make a pros and cons list.
Yeah, but why do you need a list? What's that about?
To decide, whether to take the internship or go on the mission trip. Pros, cons, pros.
Yeah, but
Cons.
but Hannah, just a few months ago, when you were thinking about it, you were praying and you said you felt like God had told you to go on the mission trip.
Yeah, but that's before she got a pros and cons list, and I got 2 words: fro-yo.
Listen, it's not wrong to think through a decision at all, but, well, sometimes it's more than just thinking about the pros and the cons. In fact, whenever I have to make a big choice, I like to use this verse from the Bible. It's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding." So I like to ask what God thinks.
But does that work for the amazing Professor Plum? I'll tell you who did the murder. It was with the candlestick, in the kitchen, by Colonel Mustard.
Oh no, you got the wrong roach, man. You're never gonna take me alive, okay? Come and find me.
I did that with my head.
Okay, well, technically you planned the Clue game night, so.
You were supposed to be dead.
Listen, Hannah, I'm just saying that, well, with a decision like this, it might be a good idea to just see what God has to say about it. It's just to think about it, okay?
Okay, that's right.
Where's Sophia? She's supposed to be Miss Peacock.
It may seem like a no-brainer for Hannah to choose working at the big company over the missions trip. She has to pay to go serve people, but the big company will pay her to work, all while giving out free yogurt. But God put it on Hannah's heart a long time ago to spend her summer serving others. And that means she might have to give up something good for something better. And that's why it takes faith to give when God asks. It might mean giving up something you like. And see, that's why we trust God with all of our heart and don't completely depend on this. Our brains are helpful. But when the Bible talks about our heart, it's not actually talking about the physical part of us. It's talking about that invisible part that connects to God. See, we trust that what Jesus says is what's best, even if our brain is, pushing us to do what makes the most sense. Listen to the story about a guy who Jesus asked to do something unexpected.
Our big point says, I have faith to give when Jesus asks. If Jesus came up to you and asked you to get up and go to school tomorrow, you probably would have no problem saying, yes, sir. It doesn't take a lot of faith to do what you normally do every day. But imagine that Jesus asked you to get up, go to school, and give away your most prized possession. Could be a toy, phone, game system, or all the money that you're saving. That request might make you pause. To say yes would mean giving up something special without understanding why. Could you still say yes? Well, early in his ministry, now we're talking about before the disciples joined Jesus, he was with a crowd near the Sea of Galilee. A fairly large crowd must have gathered on the beach because Jesus started looking for a better place to teach the crowd. That's when he spotted 2 boats near the shore. The fishermen who owned these boats were busy cleaning out the nets from that night's fishing trip. Jesus walked up to Peter, one of the fishermen, and asked if he would take him out in the boat so he could speak to the crowd. Well, Peter agreed. After Jesus was done teaching, he looked at Peter and said, "Go out into the deep water. Let down those nets so you can catch some fish." I think Peter was a little surprised by Jesus' requests. Let's think about all the reasons why Peter might question Jesus. First, there's the fact that Peter and his fishing partners had already been out all night fishing. He was probably exhausted. Second issue, Peter had fished all night and not caught a single fish. He was probably frustrated. Third problem, Jesus had been a carpenter, not a fisherman. Peter might have thought something like, "Hey, I don't tell you how to build a table. Don't tell me how to do my job." Peter was probably a little doubtful that it would work. Here's where Peter made a very wise decision. He replied, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I will let down the nets." Peter launched the boat into the sea and tossed out the net. We're not sure what Peter was thinking right at that moment, but he didn't have long to ponder, because soon his nets were full of fish. As they attempted to pull up all of the nets, they began to break. It was like every fish in the lake had made a beeline for Peter's nets. They were so full, Peter couldn't haul the nets in by himself. He called over his fishing buddies, and they filled their boat as well. The boats were so full that they began to sink. Everyone was amazed at the catch. It was like nothing anyone had ever seen. Peter felt kind of bad for doubting, but Jesus didn't yell at him. Instead, Jesus invited Peter to join him as his disciple. Peter hopped at that chance, and because he said yes, we still talk and read about Peter today. Now, you're not going to always understand the whys and hows of what God asks you to do. That's okay. It's not our job to figure out the plan. God takes care of that part. He's great at doing the supernatural stuff that we don't understand. Our job is simple. Obey. That's it. Whenever Jesus asks us to do something, we say, "Yes, sir." That's faith. It's choosing to trust God more than you trust your own ability to understand things. Look at Peter. He gave his time and energy to help Jesus, and he pulled in the catch of a lifetime. Imagine the awesome things that you can be a part of when you follow our big point. I have faith to give when Jesus asks. Let's bow our heads and close our eyes. Giving is more than just what you put into an offering bucket. It's something you do with your whole life. You give when you're kind, when you share your stuff, when you tell others about Jesus, or help people who are less fortunate in your community. Giving is when you spend more time listening to what others need than talking about yourself. In all of these situations, Jesus may ask you to give when you're not sure why. That's when you get to take that step of faith. One way to build up your faith is to repeat God's word. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to meditate on a verse in the Bible, part of our big verse. It says, I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I won't depend on my own understanding. Keep your heads bowed, your eyes closed, and just repeat after me. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I won't depend on my own understanding. Let's say it again. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I won't depend on my own understanding. One more time. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I won't depend on my own understanding. Good job. You know, you can keep saying that all day today or throughout this week or as you're going to bed at night. Keep that going in your mind and in your heart, and it'll be easy to say yes to Jesus.
And that is how you play a dead guy.
Okay, there's actually a bigger question here.
What were you doing? Territory!
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I saw you in it with the candlestick.
No,
You are the guilty one! Admit it!
no, that wasn't me. It was Miss White or Miss Peacock. She's the shifty one. I was in the library.
No, book him, Dano.
All right, are you packing your bags for the company?
I'm packing my bags, but actually for the jungle. I'm going on the missions trip.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that summer internship at Inotech.
Well, I mean, I really wanted to, but I mean, the Lord asked me to serve at the missions trip, so that's what I'm going to do.
Hannah, hey, did you tell Inotech that you weren't going to be in the internship?
Yeah, I did. I just got off the phone with them. I'm going on the missions trip.
Well, they're actually on the phone for you right now.
Oh.
Here.
Okay. Hello? Uh-huh. Yeah. Right? Really? You do that? Oh, well, yeah, sure. I'm in. Count me in. Thank you. Bye. Wow.
Chalk one up for the pros and cons list.
I mean,
Yeah, you can bring
Now
back
re-
some froyo.
No, it would be melted in shower by then, okay? The internship is in the summer.
That sounds so good. My mouth is watering thinking about that.
okay,
Clumps.
no, stop. No. Okay, so I talked to them, and they said they were so impressed with my decision to go on the missions trip that they're actually going to let me join the company after I'm back, and they're going to pay for my missions trip.
The pros and cons list wins again.
I don't know about that.
Well, you know, Hannah, here's the thing. You know, amazing stuff happens when you listen to God.
That's true. What do you say we celebrate with some milkshakes?
Ooh, yeah, make some
My treat.
Okay.
one day old.
We'll talk about that, Steve.
Yeah, sounds good.
Where is Sophia? She's supposed to be Miss Peacock.
Boy, my niece Hannah followed God, and it worked out better than she could have imagined. Giving when Jesus asks is never the wrong decision. Even if it seems like it doesn't make sense up here, it's always the wise choice. And that brings me to this week's big do. Last week, I gave you the challenge to fill a jar to give. Well, this week, I'm challenging you and your family to pray and ask God how to use that money. That's right. Listen to God and give exactly what He tells you to give. Trust Him, even if it doesn't make sense. God will never leave you in the wrong direction. You can be sure about that. Oh, well, Rusty's party is about to begin, and I'm playing the part of Mr. Green. Yeah, hope I can figure out the clue fast, though, so I can get my house all back to normal.